update. And of course, remember we promised you when we started the show that of course today we'll be highlighting on how COVID-19 has impacted families and relationships in general, because now everybody is at home, and you know, when all of you are together at the same place almost all day, of course it's difficult for most families. Some people are complaining and saying, you know what, it's just too much. We're spending a lot of time with this person and we are having cases you know, of conflict here and there. So then again, today we also want to highlight the same, but because like we said earlier on 2nd you know, April, of course the CJ, and that is Maraga said that cases of domestic or sexual offences such as rape and defilement have constituted more than 35% of all reported cases in the country. So why is that? What is bringing about, you know, these cases? And because in some cases, you know, the perpetrators, unfortunately, are close relatives, guardians, or persons living with the victim. And we all know that a home is supposed to be a safe haven for almost everybody. But then again, if then cases of sexual offences, you know, are reported, then it means there is something wrong. So today we just want to understand the dynamics, you know, behind it, and what can we do to ensure that we protect our loved ones, our family members, and our children as well during this particular period. And of course, to help us with that discussion, I am joined by Wanjiru Kiama, who is a psychologist. And good morning to you.
Morning.
Thank you very much for making time for us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. I hope you're keeping safe.
Yeah.
We're trying to maintain
I've
social
even
distance
carried
here.
my mask.
You have your mask with you, which is a really good thing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just start with the basics, because you see, like you said, right now almost everybody is at home, and then there's that aspect of stress. You know, families are stressed. Most of them are actually living in fear and uncertainty, whether, you know, cases of unemployment, you know, being on the rise as well. So there's so much that is going on. So can we just talk about, you see, in a situation like this, what usually happens, especially like psychologically? Because sometimes people will do some things that they don't know is wrong, but, you know, end up hurting the other person. So can we just talk about how the body somewhat copes, you know, in a very stressful situation like right now?
Actually, when such things come, almost all of us are in denial. And we want to say it is something that you come and go. But after some time, it hits on us that this is a reality. Even when we were told from 7 to 5, most people thought, it's only tomorrow. And so at home, nobody has ever thought that we can be at home, all of us, the children, the father, the mother. We've been at home at different times, or even when we are together a very short time, but now this is day in, day out. And so psychologically it will affect, because I'm a wife, I've been able to go through my programs on my own, and now there's somebody here now who is higher than me, who has to tell me what to do, and sometimes I don't want to be told, because he's not been telling me, but now he's in the house here, and he's telling me.
And you're sort of used to a certain...
Yeah, so you find myself sometimes even shouting at him. What? You know? And he can't imagine me shouting at him. So there'll be conflict.
Yeah.
And we are telling, there's a day I was speaking to people online, and I told them, this is the time to remember the good things.
Okay.
You waste time together, sing to the songs you used to sing to each other, listen to those old school music, like us who are older people, and days you go. But if you sit at that corner and me this corner, and we are just looking at mistakes, some have even packed and gone.
Yeah. So
it is not so big a problem, but we are enlarging it by not accepting the reality that we are supposed to be at home. We have not come to fight. We have come to console each other and console our children. And like those who have people who are quarantining themselves, can you take care and not take him like a victim? Because if it's a husband, he had gone abroad and he has self-quarantined himself, feed him well, pass the food, show the children it is normal, but others are traumatizing their spouses and telling the children, don't even go near that door. Daddy is dying.
Oh, wow, okay.
Or Daddy has a very scaring disease. No, say it is all over, and because Daddy traveled, the doctor has to see him in a very positive way.
All right.
I'm asking couples to avoid negativity.
Yeah.
Because these things will go and we shall remain
Will
Mr.
remain.
and Mrs.
It's true. There's life after COVID-19. You know, I was reading somewhere and someone was saying, even right now, people are saying that husbands, on the other hand, are so moody and petulant. And you see, sometimes it's difficult. I mean, for women, it might be easier in one way or the other, because sometimes probably we get ourselves in a position where sometimes we spend like almost a day a week, or even if you are on maternity leave, you spend like 3 months at home. But for most men, this is somewhat new. And that aspect of then, so what do I do at home since morning until evening? Because I cannot go anywhere. I need to be at home because of that directive by the government. So it can be difficult for the men now.
Yeah, but I've seen some have even gone back to gym.
Okay. But they were told to shut down
the whole morning in their houses. Those who have,
all right.
Even those who don't have,
they
are running around the estates.
All right.
And walking. In fact, I'm one of them. I'm walking around the estate every evening.
Which is good.
And on the way, I meet so many.
Yeah.
But also, I think God has used this time not to intimidate us or to punish us, but to make us come back together. Because we have been having so many psychological divorces. And God is the one who made the first marriage. And he says it is sacred. But now we had gone very far apart. And he had to look for a way to bring us back. So I'm telling people, instead of fighting, I was looking at an MP yesterday. They've been left, the two of them, but the wife is teaching him the word of God. And they are reading the word of God together after he comes from gym, and they take breakfast, and they do like Bible study. And the day will be shorter. In the evening, they walk. But when you are apart, you are only there physically, but psychologically you are far. In fact, I'm so surprised that even those men who have mipango ya candles, they have not disconnected.
They have not.
As we walk, you hear them telling, babes, don't call me now. In 10 minutes, I'll be in the house. You know, and God wants us to leave those extra marital affairs so that we can stick to our spouses. Because God is not happy with the way we are joking with our vows. And the vows, when you say them before people and before God. So God is a witness. Now when from heaven he sees how we are behaving, our wife has an extramarital affair, husband has an extramarital, he gets annoyed. And he has to look for a way. You know, God does not finish us, but he brings us together.
So then how best can we use this moment here and now to ensure that then we work together, we help each other, we understand each other? Because again, there's some people who are working from home. And you see, it can be very stressful because you are trying to get some work done. The children are here. You know, your spouse is there. Of course, they also need you. Your children need you. You know, so it can be really too much for one person to bear. I think that is why then we're having this so many cases of conflicts in marriages and relationships.
What people should do is have a program. Because everybody in the house, including the children, they need each other. But at the same time, they are bored. The day is getting so long. Like me, what I'm doing with my grandchildren, the morning is for studies. So I give them work so that I can also do my work.
You do your work as well,
And my husband, I said here another time, has been unwell. So I also have to take care of him. I have to give him attention. The others who have normal husbands, they should also give them a time. You can even sit there and speak for some 30 minutes and remind him the good things and the good songs. Even that one who is sick, I remind him of those songs and you find him smiling. But what we are doing, it's like, especially as women, it's like we are created. Most of us are nagging. I can see my husband is on the computer, and I'm asking, so are you buying meat for us? I mean, you should let him finish. You sit and say, my dear, from 10
This time to
to
this time.
1, I'll be doing government work.
Okay.
At 2, we can talk, we can enjoy music, and then in the evening we can talk. While I'm doing this work, we can give our children some work to do.
As well to do. Yeah.
And they shall be on that table writing. So nobody will disturb the other.
Okay.
But you find that it's like some people take things negatively. Unaenda kwa computer ndio usiongee na sisi. This guy is employed. This woman is
Needs to
employed.
work, yeah.
Wacha afanye kazi, mpe time yake. Akimaliza, he also needs to refresh and have a nice time with you.
With the family,
You shall talk and you shall. And I've seen some are becoming very close. In fact, I was enjoying another couple and telling them, oh, love is in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a long time since I saw them working together.
Okay.
So it's according, and I always say, every house has its manual.
True.
So keep your manual and keep to it.
Yeah.
Don't be like so and so.
All
you know,
right.
these
It's
men
not
talk.
what you that fits
Others
for.
are saying, oh my God, how can I get out of this house? This woman is too much. Don't nag him.
Okay.
Because even the Bible says it's better to live on top of a house than inside the house with a nagging
wife.
wife.
Okay.
Even a man can be
Can
nagging.
be nagging as well.
So
All right.
wacha hata yeye asinag.
Okay.
The
So
wife.
create a structure for, you know, for the day.
Yes.
Because I mean, different days. I mean, days are different. So create structure for every single day, schedule for the children, so that also schedule time for yourselves as well as a couple. There was a time we were having this discussion with some of my colleagues, and we were saying, you know, right now, people don't, I mean, even before COVID-19, people don't really take time. A lot of people don't do this, take time to just date themselves because the children are there. Some were saying, you know, no, me, I cannot leave my child at home to take you out on a date. Why is that? So right now you have no choice. You have to, all of you are together at the same place. So create structure for all people. But now there are some families that have never or have not been in good terms even before COVID-19. And now all of them have been forced to be, you know, in the same house, same place, same time. All the children, the entire family is together at the same. And remember, they were not in good terms before. So what happens? Because this might escalate things.
In counseling, we say, what you can't undo, learn to cope.
Okay.
You cannot undo this one being your spouse. And even if you are not in talking terms, let one of you start the talking.
Okay.
And I always,
but how? The how is usually like the
I always
difficult
tell
part.
women we are better placed because God gave us so many words
to say in that
to
day.
speak in a day. So you can use some of them to, or you can even, you know, our men, they are very good.
Yeah.
You can turn them.
Okay.
Because when you show them war, they come with war.
Yep.
When you show them love, there's a saying that says, a smile keeps a frown away. So you can decide from tomorrow I'm talking to this guy and I'm going to joke with him and I'll tell him I'll never have another, whether you keep quiet or not. You are my best. Atacheka tu na akwambie, by the way, wacha tuache hii ujinga ya kunyamaziana na vita. Ama kama, maybe pengine the wife had suspected the man. And she guessed he has a woman out there. Tell each other, it is now me and you. Wachana na dunia ya nje. Leave those alone. They are now alone. But you cannot, pengine amekuwa kikususpect. And then you're in the house. You are not talking to her. And there are some calls you are picking and there are those of, no.
I saw them.
Hapana, who would suspect who you are talking to?
You're talking to.
Tell those people to keep away.
Okay.
Because this is the time for your spouse. And me, I'm calling it God-made. And he has made it that we make up.
Okay.
Because he also says in the book of Malachi, he hates divorce. Mungu anaona hii inaelekea kuwa divorce. Waacha niwarudishe kwa nyumba.
But there's some cases that are very, very extreme. And especially if it involves children. You know, because even from the number, you know, constituting more than 35% of all reported cases, you know, such as rape and all those. So there's some cases that are very, very extreme. And for example, let's say someone has defiled a child, and this is a very close member of the family. A person who is supposed to protect this child but ends up, you know, defiling a child, and you're forced to be in this house with this person. See how difficult it can be, both for the child and for you know, for the victim, not victim per se, because the victim is the child, but for the child, let's say, and the other partner, plus the perpetrator as well. So what happens in this?
In fact, it's so difficult because if it was like an uncle,
yeah,
and he had traveled all the way from the rural areas, and now Nairobi has been shut.
Yeah,
Where
so he's forced to stay there.
Ataenda wapi? Atakaa huko. When it is too much, we advise people, we say, it's good to see a counselor.
Yeah, seek help.
Last weekend, I had a couple who felt they couldn't wait. And they told me, we are coming to your house. I had to do this, a meter. 1.5 kiti hapo yake huko na mimi. And yesterday the wife was telling me love is in the air. So some things you need to seek, like now that girl has been
defiled, you know.
You take her to the hospital before anything else. After that, get somebody to speak to this person and to speak to you because you are devastated. And if you continue like that, you can even pick a knife and ufanye mambo mabaya. And because they are all over, they're even in our neighborhood, the counselors. They are all over, like those who are my neighbors in the estate. But and that is why I tell people, keep going to the media, social media. That's where you get these people. You can even do it over the phone.
Yeah.
You can, but get help. Get help because this is above you.
Yeah.
It's beyond you, and it can bring more harm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And especially now that we are
because
old
even
together.
this victim has to be spoken to.
Yeah.
To be able to get out of the trauma and to be able to even live with this perpetrator because sometimes he might not get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and even right now the systems are. I was reading somewhere and they were saying there are some people who are experiencing the same. Not on the defilement or like a sexual offense, but this person was very abusive, both physically and verbally, very, very abusive, and they tried to call for help. The policemen came in, recorded their statements, and then they left, and nothing was done because these people feel overwhelmed right now. So like there's so much going on, so there might not be so much of help. But I like what you say, get help. Just report if you have to, speak to someone if you have to, get help. Because some things are far beyond you. Yeah. Okay then, can you talk about finances? Because you see finances are like one of the biggest, source of conflicts in families, in marriage as well. And of course you are a marriage counselor as well. How best, and especially right now, remember I said there's some people who are living with fear. One, either they have been laid off, or two, they're not too sure if they'll still have their job post-COVID-19. Maybe they do not have a source of income right now. They don't know where the next meal will come from. So yeah, so what happens now?
Number one, from my experience and what I've seen is that number one, we had gone very far from God. And God says he's a jealous God. Now I speak from the spiritual.
But, okay.
When he says he's a jealous God, he doesn't want you to move away from him. If you read the Bible, you'll see whenever the Israelites left him and went on their own, he punished them. And this time, God is not punishing us. He wants us to live together, to understand a time can come when there is no money. A time can come when I have no job. A time can come when you have no job as a wife. What shall we do? Shall we pack and go? No. You shall think of what to do. In fact, I've just been talking to my sister and I was asking her, where si urusha kile uko nayo? This is the time to talk to your siblings, if they are better off than you, to your parents, to your friends. We help each other. But don't fight. Because even if we fight, like women, we are very unfair. I always tell women. We are in the house with my husband. He has not gone for a job. And I'm still asking him, unafikiria tunakula nini? Seriously, that is provoking him. Just go and say, my dear, what are we going to do? Can we call Kamau? Aturushie bonga points zake. Can we call my sister Mary? Aturushie kitu. But when you blame it on one person, then for sure you can see hakuna mahali anatoa. You are pushing him to the corner. And men, I always say, with their chauvinism, me, I can run to the shop and copper.
Yeah.
But a man, you never do
You'll
that to
never do
Winnie.
that, yeah.
If I'm forcing him, enda kwa duka ya mama kama uitishe unga na mutarara ja. Atakaa hapo akizunguka, nitaenda. Hawezi.
enda.
The ego does not allow him to go showing his problems. But me, I can go to a shopkeeper, nianze story, niaje, munaendeleaje na hii corona? Imewafinya kama sisi. Imagine saa hii sina unga, nipe nitaleta. Atakupatia.
Okay.
So women, we are better off.
Okay.
Ukiona your husband hana, saidia hata kama ni hiyo ya kwenda kukopa. Saidia. A man you not call his brother. Ati, hey bro,
kuna vile
ni tumie kitu. Lakini mwanamke anaweza call the brother. Uishe bro. Sasa tunaisha hapa na huko. Tauna amerusha 5,000. So what I'm saying, this time, this is the time to practice what God called women. When he created Eve, he said, you let us make him a helper. So this is time for women to be helpers. They have no money, but they have the mouth. They are given a talent. And if you can say 3,000 words, use some of these words to help you.
To help the man
your
as well
family,
in the house.
especially the man, and don't intimidate him. Don't belittle him. Others are even, mami, nataka mkate, ambia daddy. Na unajua daddy hana even a coin. Hata wameandikiwa barua wasirudi job. Instead of you praying for him and encouraging him and telling him, this is the time we become even preachers in the house. Tell him God is there. He's holding our hands. He's not behind it. That man, hata ukileta ugali na strong tea, atakula akikwambia, I married a shujaa.
You know?
Sindio? And that is it.
Yeah. So learn to communicate.
Yeah, communicate. You know, I always say, among the 6 life skills of life, the best is communication.
Can you go through the others very briefly to just remind people? Yes.
Number 1 is self-esteem.
Yes.
Corona isifanye tuangushe our esteem. I can see you are very smart. Ungekuja hapa na vitambaa kwa sababu kuna corona, hapana.
No.
I can see the cameramen are smart. So self-esteem.
Very
Number 2, assertiveness. Be assertive. Wacha kujificha wanaume. Kama huna muonyeshe wallet. Fungua yote. Aone
But it's difficult, but try.
Try. Aone hakuna. Na yeye akuonyeshe kibeti. Then you have a meeting and ask each other. Tutakufa. Wacha sasa tuanze kuita watu.
Okay.
I can call my mother. It's only too bad that sasa tumefungiwa. Hapo mbeleni nilikuwa naona mchele inatoka Mwea imetumwa Kukena.
Yes.
2NK from Nyeri wanatuma Waru.
Yes.
Hiyo. Lakini even now wakati tumefungiwa, Mungu ametupatia hii tufikirie. And children will eat and we shall eat. The only thing now I cannot promise is balanced diet.
Yeah. Okay, but at least you will have something.
Yeah, because at least if you rush you have rice and you rush to the shop and buy some Indomie. That's a meal.
That's fine.
Although it's double starch, it doesn't matter. Mutanona. Na jioni mtembe.
Okay.
Then number 3 is now communication.
All right.
Number 4 is decision making.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm saying it's good to meet here. We make decisions on what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Then to go fourth.
Yes.
The 5th is creative thinking.
Yeah.
I've
have to be creative.
I've just been
right
creative
now.
of making a stew of Indomie.
Use all the means.
Yes, be creative, especially as the wives. Then the last one, be the critical thinking. Criticize yourself. Did I tell him right? Did he tell me okay? If he didn't, be assertive and tell him, my dear, hapa hukusema vizuri. And you are going to make up and there will be no war. Nobody will know. And you know when there are problems that is like this, God compensates. Unaona watu, they are still looking good. Looking healthy. I was telling my children, this is the time to be very smart. Unajua ninaoga, navaa vizuri, wananiambia unaenda? Na wauliza niende wapi? No, I'm coming to my office. Now my office is the sitting room and I have to be smart. And they have started the same. So we be creative and things are going to be okay. Hata kama kile kinapatikana kwa duka, You can go for 5 eggs, dania, na nyanya, na hoho. Hiyo ni stew ya ugali. You know, we don't need to fight.
True.
Sawa
It's so
sawa.
true. Yeah.
And with communication, I don't think there will be. Wale wanapigana ni wale wamenyamaziana. Because you keep quiet for 3 days, I'm talking to you, you are not talking, and I'm your husband. The 4th day it will be a slap.
And you see, most of the time, I think that is like the most, is like the easiest thing to do. You know, we're many kosea, and I do not feel like talking to you right now. So it's like the easiest and the most convenient thing to do for most couples is just give him or her a silent treatment for a while. But like you're saying, ICD, that doesn't solve anything.
Even some misuse the children.
True.
Enda uambie dadi tunataka nyama. Enda umwambie sina. Amesema hana. Enda umuulize anafikiri tutakula nini. Unafikiri tutakula nini. Enda umwambie sitaki ujinga. Sasa unaona we are misusing even the children. So let us be strong this time and encourage each other. Because this corona is going.
It is.
Imagine me reminding you what you used to do to me. It's not right.
That's really nice.
I think...
Okay, so, but then again, that aspect of communication, I mean, it's very, very key right now. We need to really try as much as possible and communicate with each other. Can we talk about then the various ways of communication? You see, we have like the non-verbal, we have the verbal, you know, in as much as things are very thick, we can still, you know, communicate and understand each other, especially during this very difficult time.
This is the time to apply the love languages.
Okay.
And one is touch.
Okay.
One love language is touch.
Is touch, yeah.
Go and touch your spouse. Kama haongei. Hata kama atakuangalia vibaya.
At least you have a response.
Touch him again, he will touch you.
Yeah.
Just go.
Okay.
Leave that one working. The other one come from behind and hold him and ask him, sasa hii itaendelea mpaka lini? I think this time the love language is going to work.
It is,
And even if we know we are forcing ourselves, it will work.
It will work.
Because you can't go through the window. You can, in fact, sorry to say, kule slums na vijijini, watu wanapendana sana. Na watu wako na watoto wengi sana. Why? My daughter was asking me that, and I told her yesterday, when you have no money, when you have no food, usually for the man and husband, they resort to sex.
Okay.
And that is one of bringing in love.
Okay.
So wacha tutumie bedroom sana saa hii, lakini tujichunge tusizae.
But out of there as well, I like that. But then kutoka huko pia is where kuna issues, you know. Someone was saying there are some people who, because sasa si tuko nyumbani, hakuna kitu tunafanya. There's nowhere that tunaenda tuko tu, just the two, let's say 2 of us, if the children are out there playing. This one feels like, this one does not feel it, you know. And that aspect of going to report that, let's say your husband has raped you, or you know, or your wife, or vice versa, you know, because it's not only the husbands, even the wives, you never know. So that aspect of this person is sort of like forcing me to do things that I do not want. What happened to respect? What happened to, you know, communication? I do not feel like it right now, you know. So what happens? Most
of us refuse it because you think he's going out somewhere. And women are used to saying, hey, utaniua na ukimwi. So nimefunga. Lakini now he's going nowhere.
Yeah.
And maybe you had talked over it. If you had, let it be a part of the recipe. Because it is going to bring some closeness. Even if you don't do it per se. Hiyo kucheza cheza, uko. Munacheza kiujinga. You know, I tell people, romance has not started with us.
Yeah.
Romance started in the Bible. You remember Isaac and the wife. Walicheza mpaka the king akaona this is not a sister. Because he had lust for the sister. But hiyo kucheza cheza inafanya tucheke hata kama tulikuwa huu ni wakati wa kutoa utoto wote wa marriage.
Remember the good old days.
Those good old days.
Yes.
Weka hiyo song. Tunacheza. Yes, huko.
Okay.
And unajua nikijua umekasirika na nikuwekee like our days we used to have our songs.
Yes.
And like Don Williams. Mtu amekasirika hapa na unamuimbia, unamwekea you're my bread when I'm hungry. Hata kama alikuwa kwa computer atakuangalia. Hey, you've put that for me, thanks. I had even forgotten. Hii ni wakati wa kuwa very creative. And looking for the most romantic things to do to each other because our hearts are heavy. We have the fear of the unknown. We don't know what will happen. But tell each other we are heading somewhere. There is a singer who sang and said, God, don't count me on the list of those who are dying. Put such a song. And play it.
See how it goes.
Yes.
Okay. Try to make do. I like what you're saying. Try and make do of whatever you have. If it's food, get creative with whatever you have. If it's your children and probably they're not learning, because right now they're supposed to learn from, you know, TV or the internet. If they're not doing that, then try as much as possible and use what is at home to make sure that you also help them, because it can be overwhelming for them. Someone was saying, you know, tunarudi shule lini? Kwa nini kwanza tuko nyumbani? You know, so many children do not really understand, and it can be very stressful even for the parents to try and explain to the children that this is what is going on, especially if they are at the age where I understand, you know, what is going on. So then the best way to communicate with the children so that we also relieve some of this pressure and stress, you know, for them, because they don't understand kwa nini nisiende kwa kina nani kucheza na yeye. So it's difficult even for the children as well. But it's good
to talk to them.
Yeah.
These people are human beings. Tell them. I have seen some families who are buying balls. Others have bicycles. Shida nini? Wazazi. Lakini first of all, explain to them what is coronavirus. Why are we at home? You know, there are homes. Mutahi Kagwe akiapia wanasema mtu ya corona amekuja. Tell him that is not a corona person. That is the minister who is telling us about corona. Watoto wengi wamenickname Honorable Mutahi mtu wa corona. No. Be open and tell the children what has happened. Even discuss with them what is happening in the world. They didn't know about it. Do you know, even God has given us time now to know what our children watch on TV, on the phone, because they are always there. Ukimpata ako serious, go there and see. Others have been watching pornography. I was invited in a primary school where every student has slept with the other. Across 8. Why? When I asked them, where did you get all this? From the phone. Who bought you the phone? The parents.
The parents, yes.
So this is the time to know very many things and communicate and discuss. It is not in vain.
It's not in vain.
And that is why God is not letting us go hungry. And those who are getting hungry, He is forcing some people to go and give food.
Yes.
Yesterday we had Honorable Raila and the wife giving out. In Eldoret we saw. Hiyo ni kazi ya Mungu. The other one was Sonko. Kwa hivyo hatutaisha, but God has given us time to come back
to where it
and learn from our notes, our mistakes, and then go back to Him and just say, God, forgive us. Here we are, do what you want with us. You see countries coming back to normal and life moves
and we're
on.
hoping that this will end very, very soon.
That's what we are hoping.
You know. All right, so we have like less than 5 minutes right now to go. So let's just then, what is the best way right now, and especially one, to just summarize what we've said, because we've said a lot of things. So summarize in terms of then managing conflict. Tulisema watu wasinyamaziane, please talk to each other. And then there's that aspect of then finances. How best do we, because you remember, like we said, that aspect of uncertainty. How to do it if we'll still have our jobs back for so many people. Some people have been laid off. Some people, you know, the ones who depend on a daily, you know, living or allowance probably are not able to get it at the moment. So then how best can we, you know, approach that aspect of finances and prioritize? So let's just summarize all this.
In fact,
so we maintain peace at home.
Thank you. This time, I know people had something in the bank, but wengi Nairobi, you have to keep something because kuna fare, kuna pesa ya maziwa, wengine ilikuwa ya petroli. Now that you are not moving, the vehicles are not spending, you are not paying fare. Actually, most of them have been depending on that. Let us manage it. Kama kulikuwa mnanunua mikate 3, pika mandazi kwa nyumba. Watu wakule mandazi. kama kulikuwa na mayai to pancakes. Si unaonyesha watoto unabadilisha. So let us manage what we had and let us not spend that. Because when people had there will be a lockdown, walinunua sana.
Yes.
Even that, kwangu walicheka nikisema hata kiasi sasa kikatwe. Kama ulikuwa unakula kisahani kimejaa nusu. Yes, and God can see that. By the time we are finishing that, you will hear God has come and we are back to normal. Those who are fearing they will be laid off, they will be called back to work. And kila job imeathirika.
It's true. All sectors are affected. Yes.
Like me, I'm an MC and cake matron. Ni wapi harusi zinafanywa? Ni wapi kuna kazi ya MC? Siniko kwa nyumba. But what I had kept, I can manage to buy medicine for my husband. I can manage to buy him food, watoto, na kila mtu atafurahi. Kwa sababu God is faithful, by the way. We only need to be faithful to Him.
And those who do not have a reserve, because we cannot assume that everybody has had something a little bit, but whatever little that you have.
Those are the ones I'm saying, wameze pride. If I know my brother is able, and I've been working on Mujengo and he knows, nitampigia. Nimwambie unajua hakuna mijengo. Please, whatever you have. And God has put kindness in the hearts of people. Unaona watu wanatumania tu. Hata Safaricom wameanza Bonga Points. Tumia yeye Bonga Points. So the word communication at this time, not only in the house, even with relatives, it will work.
Very important. But if this is supposed to look to make us and we're just there in the house, we're not talking, cases that they say watoto domestic abuse, probably has affected, some children as well. So then how do we manage that aspect of conflict?
Ndio nasema kwa kila section, tumeze pride.
Tumeze pride, okay.
Because it's pride that makes us not talk to each other. Wacha tumeze, hayo tutaongea baadaye. Lakini wacha tuongee tujue watoto watakula nini, sisi tutakula nini. In case I'll be laid off, what shall we do? What is the way forward? Hii si wakati, ninaambia watu wanasema ni kuwatukana. Waache ujinga. Kwa sababu huu ni ujinga. Sasa tunanyamaziana and the kids are looking up on us. What are we going to tell them? And kids, I'm also a teacher. They come to tell us, kwetu ilikuwa Sodom na Gomora. They nickname their homes. Wacha kufanya watoto waite nyumba zenu hivyo. Ati Vietnam, Hutu na Tusi. Mamangu ni Hutu na baba ni Tusi. You know. Why are we giving them extra work and they're supposed to just study and see strong parents who are helping them? So naambia wazazi once more, tumeze hii ujinga, tumeze hii pride, and we talk, and things are going to work.
Okay, and then lastly, there's the people who are in a long distance relationship, so the big question is, can this survive? And especially right now, COVID-19, maintain social distancing. And there has been, cessation of movement in some towns, or some counties, Nairobi, Kilifi, Mombasa, and Kwale. What happens now to them?
Wacha watumie simu kwa sababu hii sio wao wameweka.
But we don't know when coronavirus is.
Although our men are very cunning. Unaona? Wengine wamefurahi, wamefugiwa huko kwa sababu ya kampango sasa. Anakula minofu watu wake. Wacha nikwambie, wewe kula huko na upikiwe, lakini ukumbuke una watu Nairobi. Watumie pesa. I saw a senior guy in Nyeri complaining. He's in Nyeri and the family is in Nairobi. And he's used to going to see them every weekend. Now he can't. Sasa ni ajipange, lakini akichukua mtu sahihi, anaweza kuchukua mtu mwenye corona. Kwa hivyo akae kwa nyumba hata yeye na asiende kwa mipango ya kando, kwa sababu anaweza wakati itafunguliwa aletee watu balaa. So let us know this thing is real. Kama umefungiwa huko, ujue ile pesa ulikuwa unatuma, uzoee kutuma. Ndio mama anunulie watoto chakula na aweze hata wale wako diaspora. Wacha watumie wengine. Hii wakati huu ni wa kusaidiana. Na wakati huu si wa kujipenda. Ati niliona kampango kakipiga. Babes, can I come we meet somewhere? Unajua hata wao, this guy cannot manage too now.
Yes.
No money. Kwa hivyo huu ni wakati wa kuita Mungu atusaidie na tujisaidie pia tufanye kazi. By then nimeona a clip inasema wale wakoinange wameuliza serikali hata wao iwafanye kama essential services. So, kila mtu anajitetea kivyake.
Okay, and like you say, do not be selfish at this.
Don't be selfish at this time.
Sawa, you know, you might send money, and most people know this. Most people wanajua, my family inataka pesa, my family need food, my family needs this. But wakumbuka that aspect of out of sight, out of mind. So some of them wanauliza sasa post corona, because we don't know itaisha lini. It might extend until the end of the of the year. We don't know. So at the end of the year, can we still have the love and bond that we had? Because remember, we have been apart for a very long time. Can we still ama tutarudi tena step one?
No. If we really fear God, we fear the vows. Unajua, people say, mimi sikufanya harusi kwa hivyo sikusema vows mbele ya watu.
Okay.
Wacha nikwambie, hata ile mulifanya kwa kichaka. Mukacheka huko Uhuru Park. Alafu mukasema haki ya Mungu nimekuoa. Haki ya Mungu hata mimi nioe. Those are vows. And God was present. So let us keep our marriage because of the vows. And wherever we come back, let's move on. Sikuanza kusema kwanza sisi wa mama ndio uprovu. Nataka kuniambia ulivumilia that long. Ulikuwa na mtu. Sisi ndio tunaharibu. No. Be positive and say I am the only one in his life. And he's the only one in my life. Sisi ndio tutajijengea. Lakini tukiwa negative, there's a saying that says you can never live a positive life with a negative mindset. So let's have positive minds. Okay. Imagine you are the only one and nobody else in his life. Likewise your husband. And life will move on.
But you see, that seems so easy to say, you know? It seems so easier to
if you don't do that, Winnie, you get sick. Imagine I'm alone in the bed and I'm thinking of my husband who is in Kisumu. Asema saa hii pengine wako na Atieno. Ni nini hii unajiwekelea? By the time you are calling him, blood pressure itakuwa 160, 100. Ni nini hii unajitafutia ugonjwa? Let us talk to our hearts and tell ourselves, I'm the best.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, okay. All right. So then, and this is, okay, I'm still on that aspect of it's easy. And especially for those people who are in long distance, the children want to see their father or their mother, they're not able to do so. What happens then, especially to the children? Can we just focus on, excuse me, the children just a little bit? Tuwafanyie nini sasa, because they cannot see their parents as often as they used to. What happens now? Most of them are stressed, you know.
Number one, you tell them why daddy is far.
Okay.
Nairobi imefungwa. Let them know.
Okay.
Daddy,
but without instilling fear.
Daddy hawezi kuja. Unamwambia, unajua tukikaa hivi na daddy akae huko hatutakuwa wagonjwa hii ugonjwa. We are okay. So tell them first. All of us are in smartphones.
Yes. Okay, almost all of us.
Almost all of us. And especially hao ambao wako mbali. Fanya hizi munaita video chat, wanaona daddy. Sasa daddy.
Yes. And then,
at least that keeps them going.
True.
Yeah. So we have to be creative. That is what I said. This is the word I'm repeating.
Okay.
And even if you have never done it, because some people don't miss each other, they only want to talk and hear the voice and they are done. Wacha sahi tujiforce. Hata hizo ma video chats.
Tutafanya yote.
Tufanye ndio watoto waone dad ako and he's okay. Mom ako and she's okay.
Okay. All right. And then again, that aspect of still on relationships. You see that part where most people right now are, anxious, stressed, because again, are we going to die? Will we live? What if nikipata, coronavirus? What happens? And then there's some people who already probably have been infected. They have recovered. that aspect of stigma. Huyu alikuwa na corona, huyu simkaribie, huyu siende karibu na yeye, you know. So there's those two aspects. One, moja zile za what happens what if I get infected, what happens. So that aspect of then it raises anxiety, and before you know it, some people might be having anxiety disorders. So can we just address them, and then we'll talk about then the ones who have been infected. And before you answer that, we have a caller on the line. Good morning. Hello. Are you there? Good afternoon. Is it morning or afternoon? I think it's afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much for calling us. Do you have a question, comment?
Okay, what I'm saying is, I have a problem. Like now as you are speaking, madam, I'm watching your show.
Thanks you.
And imagine, just last week,
Last week.
yeah, my wife took the child away,
Sorry, your wife?
took the child,
Your wife chased you.
took the child,
Oh, took the child. Okay.
and went to her mother without me knowing anything, without informing me. And I don't know what's the problem, because everything, like I've provided everything in the house, and she never told me anything. I don't know what to do, madam.
Okay. Can you tell us your name, please?
I'm James.
James. Thank you very much. Stay on the line, James, a little bit. Do you have a question for James?
The wife left.
Yes.
James, I just want to tell you to just relax, because right now you don't know why she left. Ama alisikia ukikohoa. You know, you never know. Watu wanatoroka. Si uliona ile clip ya watu wanatoka kwa bus. Ati mtu amekohoa. Just find out slowly and relax, and just tell yourself they are coming back. Because for now, you might go there and they start screaming at you that you are taking corona to them. Just relax and know they will come back. And this time is a time of prayer. And don't be anxious. Just go and read Philippians 4. Sawa? Philippians 4, 6 to 8. Inakwambia, do not be anxious. Tell it to God, and you shall have peace that surpasses any understanding.
Okay.
Sawa, James?
Sawa.
Atarudi. Hata Harmonize anasema, atarudi.
All right. Thank you very much, James, for calling us again. I like that. Don't be anxious. Just try as much as possible and find out why. And that is either via phone call, because already wameshaenda. So just, you know, find out why. And if you're not able to, just try and keep your peace. Because, again, you never know. You do not know what could be the cause of the wife and the children, you know, leaving and going to their mother's place. So James, just relax, they will come back. Okay, all right. And then that aspect of some people who have been, who are anxious about what if I contract, you know, the virus, will I die, will I survive? Right now we have people who have probably underlying, you know, conditions, and they are scared that in the event that they are, you know, they contract the virus, what will happen to them? So can we just talk about that part?
In fact, I only tell them not to be anxious. And this time around, by the way, even I know even you, every morning you are reading a verse for God to give you some hope. I want them to go back to the word of God, because the word of God tells us, even when you are going through fire, I will not let you get burnt. Even if you go through water, you will not be drowned. And let them read Isaiah 43, 45, you see, and like that one I've given him. The Muslims, they know how to encourage each other very much. And so let us encourage with each other with the words of Allah, of God, and we are going to make it. We only need not to be anxious, because even if I get anxious, even if I run away like that wife of, I won't be embarrassed at the end of it, because within a month, that mother of ours will be tired. rudi kwako munakula sana and then so yeah, and it will only be an embarrassment. I wish she just stayed at her place.
But we don't know why. Maybe she thought it's better off she as if she is with the mother. We just don't know what.
Sometimes
the
we
dynamics
say,
around it,
we say, even us, we don't advise counselors. Ukiona sisi tumezoea kusema mambo yakiwa moto kuwa kama chura. Chura akiwekwa kwa sufuria ya maji baridi iwekwe kwa jiko. The way temperature ina rise anavumilia, and then mwisho ikiwa very hot chura ruka. So we don't know why chura huko iliruka. So they only need to to discuss among themselves.
All right, and find out find out why. Because then again, that aspect of panic, if you panic, then you might, or if you're anxious, you might not be able to do much. And then there's some people who are overreacting right now, and of course that causes a bit of stress here and there. Some people might actually fall into depression during this particular time, and especially if they have like a family member who has been infected, or they're going through, something, probably they have like an underlying condition. So it can be really, really stressful for so many people. But what you're saying is, and you're still insisting, do not be anxious.
Do not be anxious because anxiety brings stress.
True.
Stress leads to depression.
Yes.
Depression leads to suicide, mostly. So why all this? Do not be anxious.
Do not be anxious.
God is in control.
All right. And then as that aspect of then stigma, especially for people who have already been infected, they have recovered. The doctors have cleared them and they are probably at home. And some people are like, huyu alikuwa na corona, sisi hatutaki kuwa karibu na yeye, So what then can we do as a society to ensure that we bring down the levels of stigma?
We are telling people, mcheka kilema hata kwa ukipo. You might be stigmatizing this guy or telling him, hapana. No, just show him love. Show him, give him food. Si amekuja na barua. Na inasema he's okay. Just accept him because wewe hakuna kitu ulipatia Mungu ndio usipate. Na unaweza kucheka uletewe. And this guy will be, it will be difficult for him to take care of you. So wacha wacha kila mtu ajue kwa hii. Nobody is indispensable. You can get it, and so the way you would like to be treated, treat others. Wakipona wacha tuwapende.
All right, do not stigmatize them, and again, also try as much as possible and protect them, because they can also get reinfected as well. Okay, then, so let's get your parting shot as far as just relationships, marriage, families is concerned, and how best can we just live in harmony during this particular period of COVID-19 until, it lasts.
This is the time to put anything else aside.
Okay.
Differences, diet, the way we used to eat, the way we used to live. Let's forget all that and concentrate on what we are going to do about it. What shall we eat? How much money do we have? How much money are we remaining? How much food do we have now? Just discuss and even pray together. Winnie, the man is the high priest of the home.
Of the home, true.
Pengine Mungu amewarudisha to let them pray for their families and bless them. When last did a husband bless his family and is the carrier of blessings? When did he pray for them last? So let us pray in the houses and let us especially leave everything to the high priest. Na hata akiomba kombo tusicheke kwa sababu na sisi wa mama tulienda kanisani tunafikiria kuspeak in tongues ndio maombi. Wacha aombe.
And bless
the family and bless you because he's the carrier of the blessings.
All right. But most importantly, communicate. Please communicate with each other. This is not the time kupeana silent treatment. Okay. I like that. And we have to end the show. Thank you very much, Wanjiru Kiava. Such an amazing person, saying it as it is, because again, at this time, we need this. We need it. So thank you. Of course, a psychologist and a marriage counselor, of course, just helping us understand how best we can use this opportunity to build a bond, between husbands and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, families, as well, so that together we live together in harmony during this particular period of COVID-19. So I hope that you have grasped a lot from today's episode. I have, and we've had as well, a good time learning it. So please make sure that you, impose or use some of those things that you've learned today to help, your family. But before we say goodbye, hey, we have a caller on the line. You're lucky. All right. So good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for calling us. So do you have a question?
Okay. mm, My question is that
Yeah.
I had a wife last year,
Okay.
and even we're having a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and she left me last year on let me say just last year when it's beginning.
Mm.
She went, and then I remained with the kid. She's a daughter,
Mm.
and from there,
Mm-hmm.
I've only had her phone when this COVID-19 has started.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm definitely confused what to do. She needs to come back.
Mm.
And I'm there. I'm just doing well with the kid.
Mm.
We are all fine. I'm
Okay.
confused. I don't know to bring her back or I should just give up and let her go.
Okay. Do you know why she left in the first place?
One, when she was still schooling,
Sorry?
I paid her school fees. She left. Maybe I may say the reason she left
Uh-huh.
was she had finished schooling. I was not paying for school fees.
Uh-huh.
So that could be the reason why she went. She had completed studies. Now she had to go to move on. But nothing else has remained between me and her. It's
Okay.
only the daughter.
Okay.
So for me, it's better to remain with the daughter, to take care of the daughter, and for her to go.
Okay.
Yeah, right now she's calling me. She needs to come back. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Could you tell us your name, please?
My name is Swale.
Sorry?
Swale.
Swale.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Swale, for calling us. So yes, the wife left, last year, and of course left Swale with a child. And of course, but right now she is calling. She wants to come back. What happened? And Swale is confused.
Swale, don't get confused. I think here there is a baby. Na huyu mtoto angeanza vibaya sana without now the two.
Yeah.
This lady, she left because she had cleared college and he's the one who was paying. Me, the way I've seen it, she thought she would get a better job and live a better life. And maybe because God is not happy when we misbehave, up to now maybe hana job, hana chakula, and she has nothing. So I think asiyefunzwa na mama hufunzwa na ulimwengu. Amefunzwa na ulimwengu. All they need to do is amsamehe. Waje waende wapimwe kwa sababu mtu akienda kurandaranda huko ujui ni nini anafanya. Wakipimwa wawe okay. Me, I think they should live on because forgiveness, Swale, brings healing.
Yeah.
When you forgive somebody, you get healed and then you move on.
Yeah.
Kwa hivyo amchukue, waongee, waende wapimwe, wakae walee mtoto.
Okay.
Because forgiveness brings healing.
Brings healing.
That's all I know.
But then again, for the child, because you see, she has been gone for a year, and Swale has only been raising the child's peke yake. So that aspect of then the child's getting confused, like what's going on? She left, she's coming back right now. So then where do they start? And especially for the child.
I hope Swale has not been telling the baby, your mother left us, because that is very negative.
Yeah.
It will bring a negative picture of the mother. And this kid might never trust the mother. So they have to sit down and discuss and tell each other, what shall we tell baby?
Yes.
Where were you? Tutasema ulikuwa wapi? Now they are one. So they have to discuss and see that they don't affect the child,
Yeah.
with negative stories. Unajua hata where women tell children about their fathers, they bring in very negative
Things
things.
about
So
their
it's
partner.
good to talk positively. Yeah.
Okay, because again, and remember you said earlier on when we started the show that some families have actually, okay, it's either you or not you, that some families have disintegrated. What we decide, we cannot do this, mimi nimeenda. So again, it's important to come back and just talk. All right, we also have another caller on the line. Grace, good morning. Oh, Doris, sorry, good morning. Doris, thank you very much for calling us, Doris. Do you have a question?
Tulikuwa nataka kuuliza huyo mama mtangu na mwenye ako kwa TV.
Okay.
Mimi niko na my husband. Sasa wakati hii corona covid, wakati
mnafanya nini?
Wakati usiku, kati ya usiku ile uingia saa 5 usiku au saa 4 usiku.
Okay, Doris, could you unaweza ongea kwa sauti kidogo so that we get your question. Umesema you and your husband.
Okay, my husband huwa anafunga kazi saa 1 ya usiku.
Oh, anafunga kazi, okay.
Yeah, alafu anaingia kwa nyumba saa 5 ya usiku. Na ukimuuliza hataki kukwambia, na kwa mimi niko na ndoa. Na mimi usinishughulike na mimi. Alafu na saizi I'm now pregnant, I'm 8 months old na saizi. Niko na miezi 8 na I don't care about me. Sasa saizi ambazo kuconcentrate na that concubine. Na mama yake. Sasa sisi watoto yake na mimi ashughuliki na sisi, na anaweza nisaidia aje kuniani maishani.
Okay, asante sana, Doris. Thank you very much for calling us. So yes, Doris lives with a husband. Anafunga kazi saa 1 usiku but comes home at 11 p.m. Akiulizwa anasema, you know, I mean, he doesn't want to explain why. Doris is 8 months pregnant, and from what she's saying is that the husband does not care about her, and you know, the family only focuses on the mother, so doesn't know what to do.
So that's a mom's boy. Most of the girls who are married by mom's boy really suffer. Because some mothers are very selfish. I would say like this mother is a selfish mother.
Okay.
Why do you want to be taken care of a son who is married? Even for Christian, the Bible says a man shall leave his mother and cling to his wife.
Yes.
And whoever, even after kuapa wanaambiwa, what God has put together, let no man put asunder. This mother is becoming death. Because it's only death that is supposed to put them aside.
But we don't know if the mother is the one who's forcing the
usually, see, I'm a counselor and they come.
Yes.
Usually it's the mother. Anamwambia hatuna, hatuna. Huyu kijana hataki kasi. So he will pamper the mother.
Okay.
But they overdo. So I would tell the husband of that girl, ama huyu msichana, communication. Muite muongee, umwambie this is too much.
Yeah.
You cannot be serving your mother more than us with the children. You left your mother, so you are with us. And even before God, it is wrong. So I am telling mothers, because mothers are the problem, let go your sons. And they cling to their wives and take care of them.
Okay.
Yes.
But that
wengine wanakuwa wasubufu kwa sababu alifanya kazi, hakuweka kitu, akakaa akaretire. Now in retire is when they are disturbing their children. So no.
No, okay.
Let this guy take care. Look at this girl is pregnant.
Yeah, she's 8 months pregnant.
Na huyu anasema anakuja saa 5, kwani ashikwi na curfew?
The essential service provider. Okay, we don't know.
We assume because kama si hivyo angeshikwa.
Yes, but how best then can Doris, you know, approach this? Because from what she's saying, anasema mimi nimejaribu kuuliza, anakataa, hataki kuniambia kwa nini he doesn't care anymore. Yeye bora mama yake ako salama, ako na kila kitu. He really doesn't care about. So I'm trying to imagine it might be very difficult for Doris to just approach him and say, you know what, this is too much. Unaanza aje?
I always tell wives and husbands, kila mtu alipewa raw material.
Sure.
Mimi kama akapewa raw material inaitwa Wanjiru, na mimi nikapewa raw material inaitwa Kiama. We are the people to build. If I want a square husband, it's me to make that square husband.
Yeah.
And I'll do that by communicating. Mwambie asichoke, aendelee kuongea, na awe mzuri, hata yeye ajiangalie whether she has some negatives. Kama ni kupika aongezee, kwa sababu pengine the mother cooks better.
Okay.
In the process of going to eat at the mother's place, huyu anapewa shida, anapeana pesa. Kwa hivyo hata yeye Doris ajiangalie kama kuna kitu negative ambacho kinatoa bwana kwake na kumrudisha kwa mama. Because usually when these young men are marrying, they marry somebody who has some traits of the mother. So pengine alikosa, akaanza kurudi. So tujiangalie.
Okay. All right. And then, okay, fine. Because sometimes it might be very difficult kujiangalia na useme.
Lakini asife moyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will be.
Doris,
it will be okay.
usife moyo and don't be anxious.
Yeah.
All will be well.
All will be well. All right. Do you have another caller on the line, or you know, because I think I sort of understand where Doris is coming from. Because right now, you know, probably the husband is like, sasa mimi, you know, nitafunga kazi alafu naenda kwa nyumba kufanya nini, you know, naenda kwa nyumba mapema kufanya nini. So sometimes it might be really difficult for, you know, for the husbands at this particular time. But I liked what we said when we started the show earlier on. Please communicate. Tell them.
Again,
if you do not feel this is right, just say.
And again, there are some mothers who support their sons. So you never know, this husband of Doris, pengine anapitia kwa mama, kwa sababu hao wamesota, mama arushe giri mbili. Kwa hivyo mimi ni kusikia tu anakaa akienda kwa mama. But maybe he's not even helping the mom, ni mom anasaidia.
Okay.
So let them work it out.
Work it out. All right, and then we also have James from Sultan. Good morning. Hi, James. Asante sana kwa kupiga simu. Do you have a question?
Hello.
Yes, tunakusikia James. Kuna swali?
Niko na swali.
Aha.
Kulingana na kansala ameongea. Kwamba mimi bibi yangu shida. Kidogo nirudi. Anakuwa anakasirika sana na kuna mahali nimetoka.
Ukitoka kidogo ukirudi amekasirika.
Amekasirika.
Ehe.
Mimi huwa napenda kumshika.
Unapenda?
Nikija na mshika kidogo na yani mimi napenda kutumia mkono kumshika sana.
Okay, okay.
So nikimshika hivyo hataki anakasirika. Sasa nitafanya nini na?
Okay. Wewe unatoka saa ngapi James? Because you see maybe unatoka usiku unarudi. Unatoka saa ngapi?
Nikitoka nje, naweza toka kwenda kidogo tu kama masaa mawili nikirudi amekasirika.
Na ukienda
sasa nashinda nitafanyaje?
Utafanyaje? Na ukienda unamwambia kule unaenda?
Simwambie yenyewe, namwambia aje nipiga nap kidogo hapo.
Oh, okay. Alright. Sawa. Asante James for that question. Amekasirika, tufanye aje sasa?
I think that is a very possessive wife.
Okay.
Ambaye hataki wagawane James na mtu.
Okay.
Kwa hivyo hastahili kwenda masaa mawili.
Lakini anaenda wapi? Kwa nini tunagawana?
Maybe let's assume he goes to see his
the
friends.
Boys. Okay.
Or wherever. And mostly wasichana hawapendi vijana waende kwa wavulana waende kwa marafiki zao. Unajua wana what do we say? They influence each other. Na pengine huyu ameona bwanake ameanza kuadhirika kutokana na marafiki na aka-communicate. But the husband is not telling us. So amekasirika kwa sababu si tulisema utarudi kwenda huko. Alafu wewe unaenda, tulisema usiende, unakuja kunishikashika. Wachana na mimi. But I would tell her, very many wives want to be kushikashikwa na hawashikashikwe. Wacha ashikwe.
But really, I mean, doesn't she have a right at least to know umeenda wapi? Because you see, remember earlier on you talked about an aspect of suspect. Mimi nikikususpect unafanya hii, of course there's a way that I will feel, sindio, as a wife, and even vice versa for the men. If they suspect the wife is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kuna kitu. Or maybe huyu James anatokanga tu kuna saa tu fulani you toka every single day, you know? So doesn't she sort of like have a right at least
Number
to know
one,
where you're going?
The wife could be knowing where he's going.
Okay.
Na hataki vita. Pengine ni kwa wajiru mwingine. Hii ndio inafanya akirudi. Na most men wakati wanatoka kufanya mabaya ndio wanakuja na hizo za kushikashika. Ati to cover. So I think this wife knows something.
Okay.
Ama she's insecure.
Yeah.
Two things. Either this guy goes somewhere and this lady knows.
Yeah.
And before he went, hakuwa ananishikashika. Anaporudi ndio ananishikashika to cover. Wewe James, hata wewe angalia kama kuna mahali unakosea.
Anaenda. But sasa afanye nini? Now that sasa the wife ameonyesha that she's not comfortable, James akishinda akitoka. So what happens now? James
amwambie where he goes, ama aache kama si important. Like going to the boys, you can change.
Yeah.
You can even change direction. You can even stay with your wife for some time and then you go. Wacha isiwe ni routine.
So, yes.
Hata mimi nitakususpect.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, at least sema basi kule unaenda so that the one and if she has expressed that aspect of I'm not okay, I'm not comfortable with wewe kutoka all the time, then maybe
good
sit
to
down,
listen.
you know,
Yeah.
and communicate
If
with
you
this.
want to succeed in marriage, be a good listener.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But right now, you see that is sort of what is happening in the sense that sasa, you know, because pia hata kukaa kwa nyumba kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni, I mean, mtu atachoka, you know, and this goes both ways for the men and for the women as well. So, hiyo akitoka, it's okay, but now at least communicate and say
again,
where
because
you're
we are
going.
both bored at this time ya corona, you can go with me.
Yes.
What is wrong with going with me? Go with me, we walk. Kama unasema ni walk, hata mimi najua kuwalk.
Twende.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, men are wise. Hata kama huko unaenda mahali pazuri na amesema muende, si uta postpone kule mtembee. Be wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Don't create more conflict.
Yeah, unaleta vita ambavyo unaweza solve.
Okay. All right. All right. And I think this goes even to the women as well.
Yes.
There's some maybe wanatoka the husband is like lakini wewe unaenda wapi all the time
at this time,
you know.
You come back at
Tembea
this
na mtoto basi. You know, at least that might help.
Yeah.
In a way, toka na mtoto kidogo.
Although I've been telling men hiyo ya kwenda na watoto halafu you are meeting your girlfriend and you are telling him huyu ni auntie. Halafu huyu auntie ulimuita auntie, tukifika kwa gate tena usiambie mom tulikuwa na auntie. We are training the kids very bad.
Okay, all right. So then I think, okay, so everybody else, if there's someone who again, you know, still has a question, a burning question, again, you can call us live, you know, and just tell us, you know, what it's like, you know, how do we, all right, you know, at home, what it's like. But I think I like, you know, all the things that you have summarized, that, you know what, at the end of the day, let's just communicate with each other. Because I think even from all the calls that we've got, I think most of the people are like, mimi si understand kwa nini ameenda, si understand kwa nini anatoka, si understand kwa nini hajali. I think that aspect of there's a problem as far as communication is concerned.
Truth sets us free. Imagine like now if I told my husband I'm going to Ebru TV. Then wamefungulia hawanioni. You know, trust, itakosa.
True.
Just be truthful, because truth sets you free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, be truthful. All right, we appreciate your time. And saying it as it is, Wanjiru Kiama, psychologist and marriage counselor. There's so much that we can talk about as far as relationships and marriage is concerned, but we have to end the show right now. Thank you so much for calling us and keeping us company, and of course, just telling us how you're feeling as far as COVID-19 is concerned and how it has affected your relationships. For all of us, all the people who've called, I hope that you will employ some of this, you know, the advice that you've got from Wanjiru, and I mean, help each other out during this time, because it's very difficult for every single person and even the children. So my name is Winnie Libambe, wishing you a lovely afternoon, a lovely day. Enjoy your Easter holiday, but remember, please stay at home. Please stay safe. Make sure that you wash your hands with running water and soap, or sanitize as often as you can. If you're coughing or sneezing, please ensure that you maintain respiratory hygiene, but most importantly, social distance. Have yourselves a lovely day. We'll see you, you know, some other time on New Day as we discuss, you know, other pertinent issues in our society. But for now, it's a goodbye from us. God bless.